Hey guys, it's your girl Miss G, and we are still here talking about stress and ways to manage this stress during this very stressful time. So, I have a few friends who have helped out with sharing their tips for ways to manage stress and giving you some advice on how you can manage your stress also. So, today I would like to share my good friend, Manuel Gutierrez, who will share with you ways to reduce stress and ways to manage stress during this time. Go ahead and tell him, man.
So, taking care of ourselves is very important. Right now, we're going through a situation that has our nerves on edge. It has our senses on edge. We're becoming hypersensitive to everything that's happening. That being said, we need to learn to take care of ourselves during this crisis. So, I want to see what self care is because it is important. So, according to psychcentral.com, and I really like this definition because it's very meaningful. It says self care is an activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. I'm going to read that again. Self care is an activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. So, why is that important? Because good self care is key to improve mood and reduced anxiety. It is also key to a good relationship with oneself and others. So, and that is also from psychcentral.com. So, taking that into consideration, a lot of us are caregivers. A lot of us have family. A lot of us have children, spouses, partners at home. We have kids at home, which is not the norm right now. The current situation is not a norm for the majority of us. For example, I'm having to work from home, but I'm also having to take care of my parents who um, need me right now. So, that being said, how do I take care of myself so that I'm able to function? How do I take care of myself so that I'm able to do what I have to do? Sorry, that was my dog. I need to be able to be present. I need to be able to acknowledge what is happening right now. I need to be able to understand that in being present, I need to understand that there's things that I can control and there's things that I can't control. And those that I can't control is what has me on edge. Those that I can control is what keeps my anxiety high. So, in order for me to be able to be present, I have to understand, first of all, that there are things I can control and there's things that I can't control. The ones that we can control, great. The ones that we can control, how do we enter in that peace of mind? How do we enter in that place where I keep myself sane? So, for instance, in order for me to be able to overcome um, the current situation, what did I do? I said I need to disconnect from social media to the best of my ability because the majority of the postings that I was seeing kept me on edge because it was a lot about a disease that no one understands. It was a lot about a disease that is very frightening. And the majority of the news that we saw was related to a lot of deaths. It was related to people being incubated with people with respirators, people going through multiple issues. So I noticed that when I was going through that, through the social media, I was on edge. I understood that my nerves were very, I don't know if the word is bothered, but I wasn't functioning well. Whenever I would go onto social media, it would make me very anxious. So I said, okay, how do I become present? I said, I have to understand that I'm whatever people are feeling and posting is something that I can't control. And because I can't control it, I need to be able to not watch it. I also stop watching news. I watch it, maybe once, twice a week just to catch up with what's going on. But I need to be present for myself and I need to be present for my parents right now. So I keep myself sane to be able to function. I have to deliberately make a decision in order to take care of my mental, emotional, and physical health. So I'm going to read the definition according to psychcentral.com of what is self-care. Self-care is an activity that we do deliberately in order to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. I had to deliberately make a decision that my mental, emotional, and physical health are very important. And no one can make that decision for me. No one can decide for me. I had to understand, first, that I have to make a decision. Second, what is important? My mental, emotional, and physical health. If I want to be able to care for others and be a provider for others, like the majority of us do, I think we need to understand that good self-care is key to improve mood and reduce anxiety. It is also a key to a good relationship with oneself and others. And that's from Psych Central. Psych Central also has this other statement. It says, it is essential that parents care for themselves first for their own well-being, but also because any effort they put into self-care also has huge payoffs for their children. When parents fill their own cups, they have more patience, energy, and passion to spread to their families. So when you are able to take care of yourself, you will be better able to care for your family. If you feel you're on edge, stop. Think about what's happening. Consider what you can control and what you can't control. Try to find a way of becoming more centered, understanding, okay, this is something I can control, but how do I move on from it? Only you know. I can't tell you. You know how to move forward. So I'm going to read the last statement again, and I'm going to close with that. Just, because it tells us the importance, and it's ultimately our decision. It is essential that parents care for themselves, first for their own well-being, but also because any effort they put into self-care also has huge payoffs for their children. When parents fill their own cups, they have more patience, energy, and passion to spread to their families. So with that, I tell you, stop, think, analyze what you can change, what is okay and what's not okay. And then, how do you make yourself feel better? Go for a short walk, even if it's in your living room. Believe me, I've had to do it. Breathe, stop, breathe easy, slowly. Take in oxygen, take in air through your nose. Regularly, the regular way you do it. Hold it in for a couple of seconds. Exhale through your mouth, slower than the way you take in the oxygen or the air. Do that a couple of times. Think positive thoughts. Think happy thoughts, and that's going to help you feel a little bit better. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny. That was an excellent tip on ways to manage stress. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. There were so many tips that Manuel shared with you on ways to reduce your stress during this time. Self-care is so important. It is important for us to take care of ourselves. It is important for us to do these things every single day to reduce that stress. I took a couple of tips from the video myself, and I was just sitting there going, yep, you're right. You heard it first from Manuel, licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California, my good friend. He came to share with you just how he's dealing with the stress and ways for you to deal with it too. I truly hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you took notes. I really do. If you have not taken notes, go ahead and rewind. Get your piece of paper and your pencil out and write down what you heard. It's important for you to practice it. Don't just listen, but practice. Practice what is being said. This is the exact reason why I wanted to make sure that during this time, I wasn't just giving inspiration and daily quotes and motivation through Instagram, but actually putting together this YouTube channel to share how you can increase that positivity, how you can reduce that stress, and ways that you can become better by just doing simple things. If you heard me said breathe in and out. There will be a video on breathing, on meditation, on self-care and relaxation. This is what we're here for. This is what we want to spread during this time. I am purposely positive for this reason. There's so much negativity going on. There's so much stress around us. We need to be able to find that channel where we can get some healthy, positive tips and reduce that stress in a positive way. So again, I really, really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Things you can control versus things you can't control. Self-care. Self-care. And to the parents, did you hear what he said? I'm a parent of 3. And it has not been easy being at home with all 3 kids. While I love them and enjoy having them home, it is different. It is different when you're home with them 24 hours a day. You're like, what is going on? What I took from it was take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. I heard you. I heard you, and I am listening. Not only did I just hear, but I'm going to apply that and understand that I need sleep. I need a healthy routine. I need to be able to give myself a little bit more so that I can give some more to them. Great, great tips. There will be more to follow. It's G time. It's time to get up, get active, and get it together. Have a good day.